Shout out to what's going on, everybody. Welcome back to the Grid. Got another week for the Fade Podcast. Playoff time, baby. Playoffs is here. Got a few people in here that's in the playoffs. Sorry, Petrie. You know, your boys didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? But good luck to everybody else playing in the wild card. You know, I can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? But
I can't relate to that either. You know, good luck to y'all playing the wild card. I can't relate either.
Y'all good?
You know.
Is his mic cut now?
Petrie, I can hear you, brother.
You can hear me?
His mic cut
Yeah,
now.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, you look up. He'll be back. There you go.
I see. I needed the interest and everything.
That's
you know,
go ahead.
yeah, because you know I'm the only one that out of the playoffs. I think Kid cut my mic, but everybody expected me to be all upset and angry and everything. It's actually fun. This is the first time in like 10, 12 years I can actually watch the playoffs stress free. I got to worry about my team.
Oh, you taking a break? That's what you call it?
Taking a break, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Living like a king, just chilling, like, you know what I'm saying?
Kings missed the playoffs. That's what you're saying?
Hey, man. Hey, you don't win every single battle in the war. You know, sometimes you gotta win some minor battles. But hey, it's all good though. It's all good. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is this: in the words of Kid, if y'all don't win a Super Bowl, you just messing up your draft.
Oh my goodness, sir, we taking it 1 week at a time.
So you're not worried about the Super Bowl? That ain't your ultimate destination, Super Bowl?
In the words of Bill, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's a fact. But let's go to the first topic, Kid. Speaking of, that's a funny way to start.
Excuse me. The back-to-back champion is here too. Hello.
Yeah, we already had that last year. Ain't nobody here.
The back-to-back champ is here. The first ever, the Chris Jericho of this shit. Back-to-back champions is here.
Sorry, are you gonna play our game this weekend?
Sir.
Must feel good to have that freedom to talk reckless.
See, you see what I'm saying, boy? Now I see why you felt. Now I see how you felt last year. I see how Kid felt like those years ago. I see how Zilla felt like, you know, a few years back. It feels good just to be able to talk reckless and now you have to worry about the thing. It feels good. Feel good.
I mean, I got that feeling right now. I don't know what you're talking about, Paige. You can still have that feeling, brother.
I mean, you can't because hey, you still in the playoffs. You need all the good juju you want because the old Kobe bug come around. Y'all be safe though. Knock on wood.
Whoa, sir.
Oh, sir, what are you doing? Don't do that, dog. What you doing, brother?
Oh my God.
Y'all been safe. Knock on wood.
What's the rundown, dog?
Man, Zilla said not trying everything. Let's talk about that Sunday night game, man. I guess they put it on because it was the NFC East line. That was like the only thing. I mean, they could have did Rams Cards. But the Eagles taking on the Washington football team. Giants beat the Cowboys earlier, so the Giants needed the Eagles to win for them to win the division. If Washington won, they got the division. And the Eagles were actually winning that game. They benched literally all their starters before the game. Like, they had them rested up, like Alshon Jeffrey and Fletcher Cox, all those other people. They benched them. They was winning. And then all of a sudden, they take Jalen Hurts out the game, put in Nate Sudfeld, didn't even have Carson Wentz in. And then it was like a 4th and goal. Obviously, you kicked the field goal in the situation. They ended up going for it, and it was a terrible play and missed it. So a lot of people are talking about how this is disgusting, how they blatantly tanked and all this other stuff. And the TL been going back and forth. Kid, what's your thoughts on this thing? Should the Giants be upset that the Eagles tanked and know the shorter way to say it?
No, man. I mean, look, I understand why they was frustrated. They needed that game to get in. It was pretty competitive throughout the most of the game. But what I don't get is I don't understand why everybody's so upset with the Eagles, quote unquote, tanking.
Nah, they tanked. That was obvious.
When I've seen a few games of people tanking. We can go back to the Jets versus Patriots.
Yep, I said it. I said it right then and there. I said the boys tanked.
I'm like, these dudes is blatantly tanking. Like, Flacco come in first down, he throw a bomb interception. Like, come on, bro. It was obvious. It's been obvious, but I guess the difference between them and what the other teams did is that he subbed out his starting quarterback. So now it's like, oh my gosh, he's tanking. Like these other, like they ain't watch these games with some of these teams. They start playing dumb out of nowhere. Like even with the Bears played against the Jags a few weeks ago, to end that game. They getting DPIs and they intercepting the ball and they throw it right back to the Bears. Like, come on, bro. Like this stuff is obvious. I guess with the Eagles doing it on national TV, I guess it left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But I'm not surprised. I mean, if they was gonna go from the ninth pick to the 6th pick. I don't blame them blowing that game. And so they did what they had to do. And I can't fault the Eagles for that. I don't understand why the Giants players are so mad, but they know what it is, man. But it is what it is. That's my take on it.
How you feel, Zilla?
You talking about the Washington game?
Yeah, how I feel about the whole Eagles quote unquote tanking thing and everything.
We knew what was gonna happen. It didn't really. They gotta find something to make the games matter, but until it does, we knew what was gonna happen, and hopefully
they shouldn't even have flexed that game in that spot.
They did it just because they needed us. They always flex the Sunday night game.
They could have put Bears Packers in there, bro. Both teams had something.
No, because you need the only game that was could have substituted that was the Rams and Cardinals, because you wanted a game where the other stuff technically really didn't matter. What happened, because it all came, the NFC East came down to that one game, Washington versus Giants. So I'm not Washington versus Eagles. So if you had the Bears and Packers, let's say the Cardinals had to lose, right, for the Bears to get in.
Yeah.
If the Cardinals win that game, nobody cares about the Bears. I mean, the Packers got something to play for, but nobody cared about that. So the only other game would have been the would have been the Rams Cardinals, but they had no starting quarterback, so they probably was like, well, shoot, they don't want that pair. Washington, Philly, NFC East. Let's do that. So because I think they also did that too, kid. Because if the Cowboys would have won against the Giants, they would have been hyping up the Cowboys all Sunday night. And you know how Jerry Jones and how he loves the ratings and everything. I think that has something to do with it. But boy, what's your take on this whole situation before I go?
I mean, you let the young gun get their reps and whatever, but I didn't see much of a problem with it. I kind of saw both of them in the space of nobody want to watch out anyway. How many people was watching that game? So I was just like, these teams aren't the greatest, and it's the NFC East. It's an NFC game, which is already born in the
Sorry.
Facts. Keep preaching.
Sir, I'm trying to talk. Thank you. It's already a boring game as it is. So go ahead and throw in somebody else. Why risk Hurts getting hurt on a game? You can say it's important, but everybody wanted to see Washington win anyway. And yeah. So I felt it was a whatever. Like, all right. So what? They benched him.
Look, like Kid said, I think it's more so that it was blatantly obvious. I mean, the Flacco thing, double coverage, you can say he thought he saw something, stuff like that. Like you can.
But we've been seeing that all season. Just keep the same energy for all season then.
I'm saying like it just wasn't blatantly obvious. Like this is.
I mean, we saw it in what was it? The Jags. The Jags did it earlier in the year when they intentionally didn't kick the point after. And they could have tied the game, instead went for 2 and intentionally.
Right, like when the Chargers or something one year.
Yeah, so with the Jaguars thing, with the Jaguars thing, Zilla, you can also paint it as, well, we were just trying to come out here with the winner. We were trying to end the game, not going overtime.
But you knew
that's an acceptable excuse is what I'm saying. Like that's an acceptable excuse you can paint that as. Ain't no painting, starting quarterback. Now, I might seem like I'm defending the Eagles, but I actually don't have a problem with what they did, because I find it funny how fans of teams, when they're not good, they say, let's tank. Now the team actually does it, and y'all have a problem now. And here's what I say.
A problem with it, but I got a problem lying about it.
I mean, what is he supposed to say? I mean, if he come on and say
I'm not going to intentionally put out there, hey, y'all, we about to go out there and throw 5 interceptions on purpose. Don't be mad. No, I'm gonna just.
You gotta be
truthful about it. That's what the Philly did. Philly, like, we tanking the crap out.
No, you just gotta be like the Jets and just be subtle. Be like, yo, Flacco, hey, first play.
The Jets are just trash. They don't know how to. No, do anything,
I'm talking about that Patriots game. That Patriots game on Monday night.
They knew what they was doing, bro.
The Patriots game was theirs.
And I called I called it too. I said, why is the Jets trying so hard? I said, are they trying to? Are they supposed to take? And as soon as I said that, Flacco threw a pick and double coverage. I said, oh no, Flacco was not this the whole time.
Jets haven't been competent since Rex Ryan.
But I mean, the Giants players getting upset, kid. I get that.
Just another victim of Bill. What it seemed like.
They needed them to win. But I'll say this though, and I don't think a lot of people realize this. Everybody has 16 games at the beginning of the season to control your own destiny. You have 16 games to control your own destiny. The Packers did it. The Steelers did it. Well, the Ravens needed some help, but the Ravens, they won enough games. You had 16 games. I was talking about your division and all that stuff.
They got pushed into the playoffs. Whatever. Go ahead.
So, but you see what I'm saying? Like, you control your own destiny at the beginning of the season. My football coach always told me, don't let the refs and don't let nobody else decide the game.
Damn, the Packers got the refs.
44 minutes
no, we don't.
to make your impact. You got 44
They
minutes
got
to make
the
your
refs
impact.
Lambo leaping
Don't leave it to the
every
refs.
week.
Besides the Packers, but the point is though, like Giants had their chance. If I was a Giants fan, would I be upset? Yeah, of course I'd be upset. But I mean, think about it. You was 6-10 anyway.
Giants didn't need to be in that playoffs, bro. I didn't want to see the Giants versus the Bucks, bro.
And I think if they
I saw that parlay that dude put for the Giants.
see now, I was pissed. If I was him, that's the only person that really should be pissed is the Giants players and that dude with that parlay.
Oh man, I feel for dude, dog.
My man made a parlay at the beginning of the season of what it was like $34,000, and he had to eat $40,000 on like a $10 ticket on the division winners. Had everybody right and said the Giants are going to win the NFC least, and that happened. I would be pissed. In that's the only person, a non-Giant player, should be pissed.
Bruh, I'd be all over Philly, bro.
Hey, kid, how would you feel if you had a parlay like that, man, and Eagles sold it?
Nah, I don't know, dog.
His like dumb ass better a hedge.
I be feeling some kind of way losing the little parlays. I win like $100. I don't know how I feel if I was about to win 40-some thousand, bro.
If you ever in that position,
I would have cashed out.
Nah, you got a hedge. You got to bet 20 grand on the other team. You got a hedge.
Hey kid, as soon as I saw the 7 out of 8, and I said the Giants got all, be like, nope. Let me cash out. When I win 15,000, I cash out right now. I would have cashed out, bro. I would have cashed out and been like, I'm done. But yeah, man. Enough of that, man. Week 17. There wasn't really much else. Oh, got Black Monday. Let's talk about that. So, we kind of talked about this last week. We said, coaches, Black Monday coming, after week 17. And it started off, some people expected it. The Chargers, Anthony Lynn got let go. Jazz coach, they let Doug Marrone go. So far right now, I believe, and it was another coach that got let go. So far, I think it's the Jet. Hey, I forgot about Adam Gates. I already knew that was coming like months ago. I put it in the back of my head.
That's crazy that 3 AFC teams lost it. Go ahead, bro.
What?
Who has the highest record in the NFL? Who has the highest record in the NFL?
Who in your 7th spot?
Bro, go ahead. Don't worry about it. Don't mind me.
Don't you got a negative rating going in there?
Bro, don't mind me. Carry on.
We shouldn't mind one of those divisions you got up in there. Should be an AFC team in that spot.
So with the 3 coaches that's fired after Black Monday and the 3 coaches that was fired in the middle season, the Texans, the Falcons, and the Lions. Now you got the Jets, Jaguars, and Chargers. Those are the 6 jobs that's opened up. If you was a head coach, I'm gonna go to Boy first. Out of those 6 jobs, which one is the most attractive?
Who got the most cap space? Who got the most cap space?
The Jaguars, I believe, have 100 mil.
Jaguars with 100 mil. Yes, that's where I'm going.
I'm going there just because they about to get the QB.
Exactly. So all you gotta do is just build from there. If I was the enemy, I would be taking the Jags.
Well, they already got 2 receivers. They got I forgot who's that. They got that rookie from last year.
Talk about Chark.
Well, there you go.
No, they got Chark and the other dude. They got another dude.
You're not talking about Keenan Cole. I don't know what you're talking about, though.
No, I forget his name. They got another Jags wide receiver.
If I was a head coach, I would go to the Jags with crazy optimism because literally you don't have to deal with another coach's, which we all see in college and everything goes. You ain't gotta go deal with another coach's mess. You got $100 million and a brand new QB to work with. Do your magic and make trades as you see fit. But yeah, the Jags easy.
Laviska Shenault. That dude's gonna be good.
Yeah, which job are you taking?
Man, you said what? No, out of all those spots, I probably honestly, I'll probably look at either the Chargers because the Chargers, they got those weapons. They got, they got Herbert. I mean, Chargers is nice. They just got to put it together. They got
injury problems.
If it want the Chargers, it'll definitely be the Falcons. Falcons got a nice little core over there too.
Yeah. I think that the destination is the Chargers, and if I'm the Chargers, I'm like Ham told me earlier, I'm making one phone call, and that's the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, Eric Bieniemy. I'm telling him to stay in the division, come over here, tell me everything that you know about Mahomes and all that stuff, and let's make Justin Herbert go, and let's make Big Red.
All he gonna say is their head coach Andy. That's the brain. That's the
but he was under Andy Reid, so he knows.
It don't matter.
But he don't know everything.
He know a little something.
He knows something, but he don't know everything.
I don't trust people under Andy Reid.
Look how long it took Andy.
He has a good coaching tree, though. I don't
know. I don't know, man.
I'm going to the Chargers, man. They already got the quarterback, you know, at least right now. You know, we'll see how he pans out, you know, his sophomore year and everything. But Justin Herbert looks pretty good. They got Joey Bosa, so you got a pass rusher already too. And then hopefully Derwin James comes back healthy. You know, he's one of the top safeties in the league when healthy. And you still got
Bosa. Yeah.
See, I'm saying you got Bosa. Keenan Allen is still there.
Chargers is the best team on the market, bro.
No, I'm saying like they literally just have to put it together.
Bottom though, come on now. Jags ain't got
a new stadium too.
Jags ain't got nothing. Jags ain't got nothing. That's literally all you.
It's the Rams stadium.
But that's a good and a bad.
That resentment because people didn't want Anthony Lynn to leave.
You talking about starting from the bottom? If you want to start from the bottom, I might take Houston.
I'm about to say Houston is the bottom.
I ain't want to talk about them just yet. But Derwin put out there, hey man, you know I wouldn't mind having Anthony. He liked Anthony a lot, and that's when that little, I guess a little message came out. Could that little win streak that Anthony Lynn had? Could it keep him his job? And like I was like, oh, is they gonna keep him? Are they gonna keep him after all? And then like not even an hour later, they was like, oh yeah, we fired him. We don't care what Derwin talking about.
Oh no,
I told you, these players ain't got no pull like that, dog.
And everybody wanted to talk about, and that's a funny point, kid, because everybody wanted to talk about Anthony Lynn finished the season 7-9 on a 4-game win streak. This decision was made in the middle of the season. They made it after that Patriot game, 45-0, where the special teams and all their losses. And I was telling Hamp this earlier when I called it earlier this year. I said he's probably gonna be gone if they don't make the playoffs. And I'm telling people, they was like, "Are they really that bad?" I said, "Bro, watch how the Chargers lose games, and it's always come down to coaching. That's the problem. It comes down to coaching and special teams. And special teams is more so about coaching. So you get Eric Bieniemy in there, man, a guy who's been in the division. You know what better way? And if anything, maybe you can do it addition by subtraction. You know, well, you take him away from Mahomes. Now Mahomes got to deal with the new offensive coordinator. He got to.
No, that's still Reed, bro.
Hey.
I don't want to take nothing away from the brother, man, but that's still Reed, dog.
Look, man, I know it's Reed, but
like you tried to gas up Brian Flores, nigga. That was still Bill Belichick.
Hey, watch your mouth about Brian Flores. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth about Brian Flores.
I forgot about that pipe job. Hey, how did that feel?
Like, that's what I mean. Like, how you can gas up everything about these coordinators from the Pats defense, but the Pats defense has always been top 5, top 10 for 20 years. Like,
all I'm saying is, all I'm gonna say, all I'm gonna say is the defense took a step back after Brian Flores.
No, it did not. No, it didn't.
Oh, this guy.
Took a step back.
Y'all got
This
rid
guy
of everybody.
No, it took a step back. I'm saying.
No, it did not.
Y'all
Yes,
got
it
rid
did.
of everybody, and your number one cornerback got hurt.
Sir, he still made the Pro Bowl. But sir, relax. Brian Flores was the best defensive coordinator we had, and Belichick is the only. He didn't even praise Pat Patricia when he was leaving. He
Bro, that was still Belichick. I ain't trying to hear it, dog.
No, Brian Flores. But yeah, man. So I'll pick the Chargers. That's my destination. They got the quarterback, they got a receiver, they got a pass rusher, and they got a new stadium too. Only thing Jaguars got really is the cap space.
Cap and a QB.
I mean, but
they got a running back.
But in order to know Trevor Lawrence is good, you got to be able to put pieces around him. I mean, Jacksonville got all this cap, but I mean, who wants to go to Jacksonville? That's a losing franchise. Like it's hard to turn out to
all the wide receivers.
AB about to be back on the market, ain't he?
What you think? What's his name?
You an AB guy now? You an AB guy now?
Huh?
You an AB guy now?
I'm not saying I'm an AB guy, but he is gonna be out there.
Dude,
Would Allen Robinson go back
I
there?
let all the hate go, sir. I let all the hate go. That man,
Sure.
hey, get your money, man. Get your money, man.
Yo, you saw what AB did, right?
Oh yeah.
Still in touchdowns. Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about that man goes 2 years not getting 100 yards. As soon as he's needed in one game, he gets his 100 yards.
He almost got 200 yards.
But did they like? Did they really focus on AB in the scheme though? No, he got away. He's still a little shifty dude. I'm not gonna take away from AB's skill. I'm not gonna take away from him. We all know what he is, especially with Ben. You know, he looked way better than that with Ben than that Brady guy.
I don't know. I mean, you get Brady a couple years for AB.
You don't know.
Get Brady a couple years for AB.
Well, Ben just said F it and threw it every
right.
play.
I mean, but that's what AB asked for, right?
Yeah.
He was like, give it to me. Just throw it to me. All right, I got you. Triple coverage? Why not? Let's do it. And that's why he top 5. Go ahead.
Who top 5?
Ben.
Oh,
top 5 what?
Top 5 QB.
Oh, hell.
QB what? It's still his history?
Huh?
It's still his history? Yeah.
No, ever.
Oh, no, you smoking.
All right, that's cool. Hey, again, that's my guy. That ain't y'all guy. That's okay. That's all right.
He ain't even better than 5 in the league, right? No.
He ain't?
Nah, Mahomes is better.
Mahomes. Russell.
Yes.
Rodgers.
Brady.
No. What? Oh, my
No.
God.
Wait, are we talking all time? We talking all time right now?
Yeah.
I'm still taking Brady, by the way.
Just right now.
I'm still taking Brady.
Quarterbacks, I'm taking over.
I mean, boy, want to keep talking about the stats. I mean, let's go by the stats. Brady got 40 touchdowns, 4,600 yards.
I mean, he also got 30 weapons too.
I mean, you told me. Hold on, you told me the Steelers was a wide receiver factory that y'all can replace anybody. So I mean, it's the system, right?
We got 20-year-olds, sir.
But it's a wide receiver factory. You have Juju. He can replace AB. You told me Juju can replace AB though.
Ben still had a better record than Brady.
What do you say Juju be doing?
Everybody was eating on the Steelers line, was they not?
What do you say he be doing? He be dancing.
Corvette.
Some dudes dance, some dudes perform. Hey, that happens. But again,
Brady got more touchdowns.
I'm still taking Ben over Brady. Hell yeah, I am.
Nah.
That's all right.
Yeah, this is the first time Ben been in the playoffs in 3 years. Give a round of applause.
I can't hear you.
First time in 3 years he been to the playoffs. About damn time. But moving on to the next topic.
In 3 years?
In 3 years, yes. It's been 3 years, sir. Go look at them.
With a non-losing record in all 3 of those years.
Bro, stop saying non-losing record, dog.
Because it ain't a losing record.
Did you make the playoffs, though? Yes or no?
Exactly. It's the AFC. I'll take it for the AFC for what it is. It's great. Sorry.
Oh, man. Moving on.
Man. Let's talk about, man, these Pro Bowl football.
Hey, Nate get you in the 5th seed in the NFC.
Oh,
like I
goodness.
said, if Ben's in the NFC, I'm in the Super Bowl every year, baby. Like I said.
Oh, NFC's trash.
Podcast, man. They released the finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame for the 2021 class. So just down to 15. I believe they got to get it down to 7. I think it's 7. I think it's 7. But I'm going to do 5. So out of the 15, we got Jared Allen, Rondé Barber, Tony Baselli. He was offensive tackle for the Jaguars. Leroy Butler, kid's favorite corner, whatever. Alan Faneca, boy knows who he is. Torrey Holt, Megatron, who's up for the first time this year. John Lynch, Peyton Manning, who's up for the first time this year. Clay Matthews, not the Packers one, but the other one, his father. Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, Zach Thomas, Reggie Wayne, and Charles Woodson, who's up for the first time this year too. So 3 first-year eligibles: Calvin, Peyton, and Charles Woodson. Those 3 are up. Let me ask y'all this right now: do y'all think all 3 of them are going to get in first ballot?
No.
Peyton, Calvin, and Woodson.
Yeah. Do y'all think those 3 going to get on first ballot after the little list of names?
There's a good chance.
Charles Woodson gonna get in. Peyton gonna get in.
Yeah, I'll give Calvin a good chance. Yeah, I'll give him. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So I mean, I agree with y'all. I think the only first ballot Hall of Famer wide receivers were Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. I know T.O. waited a couple years. I think Marvin had to wait a couple years too.
Bro, Calvin ain't getting in no time soon, bro.
Fact. You was part of a 0-16, sir. You ain't getting in.
Dude, it wasn't his fault. He did everything he could.
Hey, let's not point fingers now.
Dude, we point fingers. But
0-16 is 0-16.
So we all got Payne and Charles Woodson in. If you had to pick 3 other people from this list, who would it be?
Leroy.
Okay, who else?
Allen, Jared Allen.
Torrey Hope.
Okay. Who else you got, kid? Who's your last one?
They probably give it to one of these random linemen. So I don't know. You pick one.
Who you got, boy?
I got Torrey Hope. I got Lynch, and I got Reggie Wayne.
Gotcha. I forgot Jared Allen's also first ballot eligible too. He was one of the 4.
He's waiting too.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Jason Taylor was going to wait, and he went. So I don't even know.
Seem like character and charisma is playing a lot in these Hall of Fame picks.
You know what, boy? You might be on something. I didn't realize Lynch was in here. You know, he in the offices and stuff now. So who knows?
Been on TV though. Hold on, Kid's logic is if you on TV, you gonna get in.
Hey, been eligible for like TV too.
He been eligible for like 8 years though. He been on TV for like John Lynch.
Look, man.
He retired in 2007. It's like his 5th, 6th
Leroy
time.
need to make it. He stop playing. Y'all gonna put a safety and put it in Leroy.
Nah, I think they're gonna do Charles Woodson, Peyton Manning. Both of them well deserved, easy, no doubt, first ballot Hall of Fame. I think they should
keep Clay Matthews out.
I think they should put Torrey Hall in. I think it's time. Did Isaac Bruce get in the Hall of Fame last year? Or I think he's still eligible.
Isaac Bruce and Torrey Hall, both them dudes deserve to be in.
Yeah, they've been on the bubble for like a minute. And it's crazy. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Isaac Bruce went in last year. Torrey Holt should get in this year. So I got Torrey Holt with Peyton and Charles Woodson. After that, it's kind of tough.
Who that Steeler lineman still waiting?
Talking about Alan Faneca. He was pretty good.
He can still wait too.
Yeah, but
They're gonna give it to one of them random linemen.
Put Richard Seymour in.
Probably him, man.
And it should be Leroy Butler, dog.
Who was that? Sorry, go ahead.
Put in Richard Seymour, and you got to put Leroy Butler in before you put John Lynch.
You got to.
So that's probably who will be my top 5 out of those names. I kind of think. Let me ask y'all this quick question before we move on to the playoff games and everything. Do you feel like the Hall of Fame should have kind of like a cap limit for like? So like I think they have to have 7 people in guaranteed all the time. Do you think they should have like baseball where it's not necessarily 7 all the time? Maybe it's 2 one year and like 10 the next year. Do you think that's how they should do it?
They should do it as it seems fit. 2 would probably be too minimum for me. Because each year they add a whole bunch of guys where you're like, all right, he could be first ballot, And you got some of these guys that's been waiting for years. So I mean, whatever they feel is fit. I feel like they should go at least 10.
If they didn't keep putting 7 in, people that were waiting wouldn't get in.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the tricky part too, because the people who go through this Hall of Fame process, and I've heard, Shannon Sharp, Terrell Owens, other Hall of Famers talk about it. They're guys from, like, they're people who watched the football in the 60s and in the 50s and stuff. Like, they're not like current, like some of them are current analysts and everything, but majority of them are from that old school era. So, when you go through your era and everything, people don't appreciate the younger generation. That's what Shaq's problem is, but that's another point. So I think that maybe every 20 years or so, they should, like, the analysts have to update their stuff. They have to update the analysts and everything, because you're giving guys who were great in their era and you're putting in the guy who was maybe in your era instead of that. And I know they have the, if you wait 25 years, you got the little, I don't even know what it's called, the senior vote or whatever.
Yeah, something like get in automatically or something like that.
Yes, it's something like that if you vote on it. So I think they should still have that. But in terms of who's actually voting on these core players, you got to put the guys in who, and I think that's what NFL players and, athletes.
Or maybe they should do like a limit on first ballot. Maybe you put like 2 guys first ballot.
Guaranteed all the time?
Yeah.
I can see that. because that's the tricky part too about this Hall of Fame. A guy like who's the receiver from Buffalo? That I don't know if he got in. It's from like the 90s or whatever. Shoot, I want to say Eric Mose, but it's not him. He was good in the 2000s. Andre Reed, that's his name.
Yeah,
Andre Reed. He's not been in the Hall of Fame, and I don't know if he'll ever get in the Hall of Fame. Actually, I'm sorry, he got in the Hall of Fame in 2014, but he had to wait like so long for him to get into the Hall of Fame. And it's like you have a guy like him, let's say, for instance, Reggie Wayne, let's just say Reggie Wayne. If he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame within like the next 8 years or so, when Julio's up, when D-Hop, Devontae Adams, these guys, when they go into the Hall of Fame and all that stuff, like they might trump Reggie Wayne and everything. So yeah. I think like kids said, they got to fix this Hall of Fame and stuff. And also too, but the one thing I do like about the NFL Hall of Fame is they kind of tweaked it a little bit where they let some more people in. But I mean, shoot, I think if
they gonna have to, man, because like these names dropping every year, like a lot of these dudes gonna be taking these spots from these guys that's been waiting a minute. That's gonna get first ballot.
And like you say, too, kid. I mean, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. But
no, I was just gonna say that's why I think they should put a limit on first ballot. Maybe just 2 guys first ballot, and make more room for them guys that's been waiting a minute.
Yeah, and lastly, like you said, kid. I mean, Leroy Butler. He's the only one from the All Decade team, right? From the '90s All Decade team.
'90s All Decade still ain't in it.
So, do you think maybe being on the All Decade team should get you an automatic on that Hall of Fame, or what you think?
Not necessarily, but I mean, he's been waiting for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how long he's been eligible for the Hall of Fame, but he's been waiting for a long time.
He's not the only one on the he's not the only one on the All Decade team. Well, the only first team, I should say, it's from the '90s All Decade team. Tony Baselli, he's been waiting too, but I mean, shoot, it is what it is, man. NFL don't just let anybody in. Some of these guys waiting, so we'll see about that. But moving on from there, man, let's talk about what matters the most, kid. It's playoff time. So you know what that means. But before we get started, can we get a round of a hand to Roger Goodell, our commissioner?
Thank you.
Commissioner, no bubble, 256 games, kid, and people doubted him from the jump, and we here in the playoffs, baby. This is my commissioner, Roger Goodell, get it done. No bubble needed. Yes. But let's go ahead and talk about these games, man. So this is the first time that there's only going to be one team on a bye week. You should know they have 7 games and all that stuff. So normally the 2 seed have a bye week. It's not like that this time. So let's get to the first game Saturday. Ooh, it's going to be 1, 4, and 8. Ooh, I'm gonna love this. We got the Colts at Buffalo. This is going to be a good one. I wish Don was here. You know, he's been a Bills Mafia guy.
He would have been hedging. But he would have just been hedging.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I think I think he is going to hedge regardless. I think this whole week he's going to be hedging. Regardless of what happens, he's going to be like, I won regardless. So,
regardless.
So since you at home and you're not worried about no football this week in terms of your team playing and everything, who you got in this one? I'm gonna start off with you.
This is a tricky one, man, because Bills is hot right now. They probably the hottest team in the league right now, honestly. Bills is doing their thing. I hate to see how they did the Dolphins, man. They did not want them boys in the playoff. They made sure the Dolphins was not making the playoffs.
They sweated for that win, bro.
It got ugly quick over there. But with that being said, I'm gonna go with the safe pick this way. I'm gonna go with the Bills. They're the hottest team right now. They picked at the right time, and so I got them beating the Colts. But if the Colts were to win, I would not be surprised. Like I said, this is a really hard one for me to pick because I don't know what Josh Allen gonna show us. And that's the thing. I don't know what Josh Allen is going to show us. But he's been balling this year. That's it. I'm done. Boy, who you got?
Well, I'm going to go with the Bills on this because they on a little bit of an outfit. They exposing some teams and I don't like it. So.
Who they exposing?
I mean, they exposed a little bit of everybody. They ain't exposed us though. We had them boys on the ropes. But yeah, we gonna get that game to them. And Coach Falk was gonna fight hard because they still got a bit of a good defense. And, hey, Bills gonna win by more than 14 though.
Bills is nice, bro. That's a nice team, dog.
It is.
You back, Patriot?
Yeah, I'm good.
What you got?
Tough one.
Bro, you talking real low. You got to talking real low or I can't hear you.
I'm going with the Bills. Sorry about that. I'm going with the Bills on this one, man. I think they playing phenomenal football. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Yeah, I'm going Buffalo on this one. That's all I really got to say, man. I mean, the Colts, they're nice. They can win. This is going to be a good game. But the Bills, they just on fire right now. If them playing week 17.
I'll be super geeked if the Colts win. That's a big guy out of the game if the Colts can pull it off.
I mean, the Colts are no joke either. I mean, they got a good defense.
I mean, but they not the Bills though.
It's just that offensive attack. Them throwing the football. Like Josh Allen is he looking it right now. They miss Stephon Diggs. So
it's crazy. Diggs went to the AFC and balled out. But, that's another thing I noticed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because he actually got with a good coach.
Nah, because they don't get no defenses over there. Ain't no secondaries over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diggs didn't destroy the NFC?
So who you
got? You talking about the Bills and Colts?
Yeah, Bills, Colts.
The Bills should win, but hopefully it's a good game.
You got Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want a good game.
I think it's going to be a good game. If the Colts can run the football, they can win this. That's how they're going to win this game. They got to be able to run the football and control the clock because that Bills offense right now is looking on fire, like I said earlier, man.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for Rodgers, if it wasn't for Mahomes,
he'd have been MVP.
Yeah, even with Mahomes, he might have won MVP. Josh Allen without Rodgers.
Yeah.
Especially the way they finished off strong and everything. And that's the thing that I would say is giving the Bills the edge. That week 17 game, that mindset of, look, we're not going to get a bye week, but we're not going to roll over either. We're going to come out here and make sure the Dolphins don't win. We're just going to try to make sure everything looks good. And they came out fighting. Sean McDermott got the boys playing, so we'll see. Moving on, man, we got NFC West rivalry, Seahawks versus Rams. Zilla, who you got in this one?
Are the Rams even got their QB?
Goff will be back.
Yeah, Goff will be back.
Don't
pick no Seahawks, bro. You've been gassing all year.
Yeah. Give me the Seahawks. I want to see them versus the Packers.
Okay. Yeah. Kid, who you got? I want to hear Kid's answer about this one. Who you got?
Who I got? You know what? They split the season series this season. Let me see how the last game went real quick. I don't. Well, you know, I watched that game because I needed the Rams to win. They got kind of sloppy in the red zone, that's what really cost them that game. I think they're gonna be back focused. I'm gonna roll with the Rams this game, man. They say they want the Seahawks. Aaron Donald said they wanted Russ. That's what they want. And I'm gonna get on the edge. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
So with the Seahawks, are the third seed, right?
Yep.
Okay, so y'all wouldn't play them even if they won. Okay.
Nope.
So what? Nah. Because it's 3 games next week, right? It's 3 games next week, right? Or is it just two?
What you mean?
Like how many games is next week? It's 3 or 2?
It might be 3 again. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if the Saints win and the Seahawks win, that still leaves the other game, right?
It should be 2.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all not playing the Seahawks. Y'all not playing the Seahawks.
No, they not. No, we won't play them regardless.
They'll play the Saints. Yep. Mm-hmm. Moving on, man. We got if the Saints and the Seahawks win, y'all play the winner of the.
We play the lowest seed.
Yeah, y'all play the lowest seed, and the Saints and
play Washington or Bucks.
Mm-hmm. So y'all play the lowest seed. But speaking of Washington and the Bucks, let's talk about that game. 8:15 Saturday night. Y'all know my whole thing with Brady this year. Night games, he's ass. He's tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. He's too old. He's 43 years old, man. Is it gonna be cold?
It might be cold over there in Washington.
In DC, yes. It's probably gonna be a little chilly. I mean, that's not going to chilly. I mean, that per se won't affect him.
Hey, he said he's tired playing in the cold, bro. I don't know.
I mean, shoot, it's playoff time.
He might have got too comfortable in that warm weather down there.
And what he need to do is hope Mike Evans is 80% or something like that. And that's what we need to worry about.
He don't need to worry. He don't need Mike Evans. They got plenty of wide receivers. Why do you need Mike?
Dude, he been going to Mike Evans. That's been the one consistent guy. I mean, Mike Evans got over 1,000 yards and 13
I mean, you need a tight
touchdowns.
end. You're right.
Wow. They got Gronk. What you mean?
Nah, man.
600 yards, 8 touchdowns this year.
You got to throw them 1 yard touchdown to somebody.
But this game's gonna be tricky. Chase Young came out right after the Eagles game, actually, when he was going from the field. He said, "We want Tom. We coming for Brady," and that started up the whole. Oh my God, why they called him out? Remember Kevin Byard? I think it was like 2-3 years ago.
Bro, that's just who they playing. He can't say we want Tom Brady.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, shit, do what you want to do. But yeah, I know what I'm taking. I'm taking the Bucks in this one, man.
You taking the Bucks and them? Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll with the Bucks just to be on the safe side. I really can't see the Washington beating them, but if they were to win, I would not be surprised. Only because I don't know what Alex Smith I'm gonna get. I think the game is gonna be closer than a lot of people think it's gonna be. Though I don't think it's gonna be some type of blowout. I think the Washington football team will be in it the entire game. So that's my take on it. Boy, who you got?
I'm gonna pick the Bucks, but hey, if Chase Young could press, if they just watch the Giants Super Bowl wins, just press Brady that way. There you go.
Bro, they got the defense to do that.
Yeah, I know, and Chase Young can do it too. So, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Washington go up in there and get the dub. I'm gonna buy Chase Young jersey if it happens.
Hey man, they got a pass rusher. You know how to beat Brady.
Mm-hmm. They got the best passing defense in the league.
Oh, for sure. Chase Young, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen.
Niners over there.
And they got Kerrigan off the bench too.
Mm-hmm.
Montez Sweat is real good.
So what you got?
Brady should win. Like, there's really... Is Evans playing or not? Like,
they say he's day-to-day. I'm assuming he will play, but he's not going to be the Mike Evans that we know. He's definitely going to be limited because he has.
If they were smart, they should sit him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I still feel like
he's not sitting out. This is his first time in the playoffs. He's not sitting out. Man, now they'll probably snap count him, but he ain't sitting out.
Brady better win this.
Yeah, he got to win this. The only way the Washington wins this game is if Alex Smith.
He gonna have to be in the bag, bro.
It's not even being in the bag more so. If Washington can put up, because they have a running game too, but that's the
running
thing.
Game don't matter though. Tampa
so the Bucks run defense is good, but not good at the same time.
They're second in the league.
That's because everybody can pass on. That's because everybody can pass on, so you don't gotta run football. Same thing with the Cowboys. That's why their run defense is like top 10. And also the Buccaneers, they don't got what's the linebacker? They don't got Devin White. He's out.
Nope.
And that's the guy that they send on blitzes. That's the guy that comes up there in the middle on the run plays and everything. So I'm not saying Washington can't win this game, but a lot of things has to go right for them to win this game.
Yeah, all they gotta do is stop McLaurin.
If Washington, you said all they gotta do is stop McLaurin, like you realize who the corners are. The corners are trash. Only decent one is
one good corner.
No, only decent one is Jamal Dean, and that's if he's not guessing. Antoine Winfield is a decent safety and everything, but they just guess a lot. That's their problem. That's why I told Ken, I said the Packers play him again. Devontae should have a field day. That's why I thought he was gonna have a field day the first time.
Look, the tape is out. The tape is out, bro. Now we know what they own.
If Washington can score 17 to 20 points and not turn the football over, they can win. They can win this. No, because if the pass rush gets there to Brady and all that stuff,
I still feel like Brady's putting up 21 with AB and.
I mean, I feel like that too. It just depends on because they've been looking good to pass him off and so. But I just feel like if that pass rush comes there because the thing is they got the two edges. They got Chase Young and Montez Sweat. And as Boyd said earlier, they both fast. They both speed rush. They both can get you. It's when he steps up in that pocket. If Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen makes it difficult for him, it's nothing that he can do. There's all the weapons.
Like he needs. That's why I feel like if Evans not there, he's going to make a ton of quick passes now.
I mean, even if Evans is there, I think he's going to make quick passes because I don't think Evans is more so going to be a decoy. But the quick passes ain't going to work when you got 6'8" Montez Sweat and you got Chase Young out there on the edges. You know, they can get to the wide receiver
Them
screens.
boys ain't playing. They trying to prove a point.
Oh, I can't wait for this weekend. Oh,
and
my
they gonna
God.
do it for Rivera because
And they got Riverboat Ron too. And Ron be in his bag sometimes too. I'm still picking the Bucks in this, and I feel like the Bucks should win this one easily. All I would say is,
see, I ain't gonna say easy. I think it's gonna be a close one.
When I say easy, I mean like they're gonna break away at the end. Like that's what I mean by easy.
Okay.
Like they'll break away at the end. But why I can say Washington win is it's not even hedging. It's just if everything just has to go right for Washington. Literally everything has to go right for Washington. They got to be able to control the clock and get to Brady. Those are the two things. You do that.
Or the Bucks go up in there underestimating because they the East. They could do that.
That's another thing too. Because they've been hot the past month. They could be feeling themselves.
Yeah. I wonder if, you know what, I think this is an underrated aspect. I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. It just hit me. You know, Ron Rivera went up against a Bruce Arians team before in the playoffs. He might go back to that. When it was Cardinals and Panthers.
Oh, Cardinals and Panthers. I had to think. I was like, Bruce Arians. I was trying to think of the Steelers. I was about to say, was he on the Packers staff?
Nah.
Yeah, but and he shut him down. So I mean, we'll see though. And the Cardinals had a better defense than they did years ago. So I mean, we'll see. But that could be an underrated game though. A lot of people making big deal with Chase Young saying all that stuff, but what is he supposed to say?
I mean, it ain't like he was wishing they would fall to him. I mean, he knew that's the matchup.
We about that life over here. That's all. He just ain't scared. He just see Tom Brady as Tom Brady.
I actually like that. I like that energy from him. He a captain too. Like he a rookie captain. What else he supposed to do? So I like him. Moving on, man.
Captains.
What you say?
All those young dudes captains.
Shoot, they leading the team right now, man. New culture, new swag and everything. Moving on, man. We got the Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. Rematch.
Is that the national game?
That's the 1 p.m. Sunday.
Oh man.
So it's on your favorite network too, kid. It's on your favorite network.
I mean, I would have preferred that to be a little later. I could have been at work, in peace watching it, but it's cool.
You got the Bears and Saints. You got the trash NFC.
All right. You see me prime time, baby. You see prime time in and out the weekends, bro. You see that, right?
You see who's covering that game, right?
Anyway, well, go ahead.
What? Tony Romo?
I think so. It's full for it. I think it's Romo. I don't know. They might put Romo on the Bills and Colts game because that game should be more interesting. Anyway, moving on. We got the Bears taking on the Saints.
No, we ain't talking about it.
I'm sorry. I forgot the Ravens and Titans.
Well, you done missed about 2 games.
What? I only missed one. Calm down. I missed one. Calm down. Ravens and Titans. Who you got, Zilla? I want to hear this Ravens character talk about how y'all going to win this game. And I talk stuff. I don't
Zilla said he wanted the Titans. That's who he wanted.
I said I wanted the Titans. It's time for us.
You think you're gonna beat your daddy? Y'all ain't not ready.
This man
is gonna beat the hell out y'all. Y'all know what's going on. See, I thought it was gonna be us that beat y'all ass. Nah, y'all ain't gonna make it to the door. Here we go, knock y'all out again.
What's up, Zilla? Come on, man.
Let Zilla talk, boy. Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, I've been saying I want to play him again because if we cannot stop this motherfucker just running through us, we don't deserve to make it through the playoffs. I've been saying that. That's why I wanted to.
It sounds like Zilla's coming down to life.
I've been saying that. I said that at the beginning.
Zilla hear those footsteps. It's King Henry.
Footsteps.
He about to beat y'all ass.
Boy, so happy that he don't gotta face the Titans.
I'm like this man, boy, worried about Henry. Instead, he need to worry about his wide receivers dropping passes.
Well, sorry, sir. I like to laugh about y'all first before I get to my own pains. And y'all pains, you already experienced them. And I'm gonna go ahead. I think the Titans are gonna win by 3. Not gonna win by a lot. But King Henry's gonna be in his bag. Hey, boys on. Hey,
I think it'll be a blowout
right now. Really?
It's never a close game.
Oh. So you telling me your MVP can't save y'all?
Oh. It's not. It's just how we play. We're either going to stop Lamar, the run, or going to stop the run.
Oh.
I got a question for you, Zilla, because I was watching the Shout out Don Post Talk. He had an engraving on earlier, And then Graven said, and he said it in the other video too, depending on how y'all lose, might be time to let Harbaugh and the whole coaching staff go.
You know what's crazy? That's crazy. I just said that, bro.
I said that.
You didn't hear me last week. I said if they gonna let him go get that dude from San Fran.
Hey, but
the defensive coordinator.
Like, it's one of those situations. Yeah. That's why I said with Mike Tomlin, bro. Like if they were to lose, they might be like, you know what, we need a new voice.
Eventually, like if we're gonna keep losing to the same people, we losing to Kansas City, we losing to Tennessee. If we're gonna keep losing to them and not changing how we're playing, eventually you gotta change something.
Are you saying that y'all took the blueprint from the 49ers and it's just not working, huh? Told y'all. Y'all treating Lamar like Colin Kaepernick. He ain't that guy. Don't do that to Lamar.
Yeah, the reason why, kid, I laughed at you with the Steelers because, like, Tomlin ain't never been on the hot seat before. Harbaugh been on the hot seat a few times.
Yes, but Lamar saved him, didn't he? Lamar saved him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I was looking at you funny with the Tomlin things. I'm like, Tomlin ain't never been on the hot seat. He's fine. But Harbaugh was on the hot seat one time. Definitely one time. I don't know about twice. He might have been on there twice.
When
but right before Lamar,
he was those 3 years in a row. When he missed those playoffs 3 years in a row, he was on that last year. Lamar came in the middle of the season. That's what saved him. But he was going to be fired at the end of that season.
And Hence said they would have been stupid. They did it, and I wouldn't even be mad. Who you got, kid?
Oh, this is probably one of the games I'm looking forward to, bro. That's why I was losing that in the evening, so I could have been at work watching them in peace. But I want to roll with the Ravens. Look, this is a big game for Lamar. He can't lose 3 straight, and first he got to win one. He got to get at least one. Now, if they were to lose the next playoff game, that's whatever. But he can't lose again in his first game. He just can't do it. And so
he can't be the reason to lose. Though. I'll say that he can't be the reason to lose.
But you know how it go. You
can't lose.
You're right. You're right, kid.
It's always the quarterback's fault, though.
All right,
because the quarterback gets all the credit. You're right.
Yep.
So I'm rolled the Ravens this one, but Ravens they hot right now. They starting to peak at the right time.
That's why I'm glad we didn't get a bye week or not.
Exactly, like they gotta keep that momentum going. I think they slowly starting to figure it out again. But this will be a big game for them because if you look at how they played, how they went up against to the last time, you'd have thought this was like an AFC North rivalry type game. How disrespectful the Titans were when they went to Baltimore. So Ravens gotta have that same energy going to Tennessee. They got to.
Who you got, boy? You got King Henry?
Oh yeah, I definitely got Henry. And you know what? Hey, we beat the Titans one time. Unlike the Ravens, we know how to do it. And so I do hope that, both these teams, we did beat both y'all. So either one of y'all who want to make it out this fight, we're going to beat your ass later. Just know that.
Is the guarantee that you're going to face them? That's the question.
Yes.
Guarantee?
Do we either one
guarantee?
Only way that if the Bills win, I gotta face Bills Mafia.
Said what?
If the Bills win, boy, y'all gotta face Bills Mafia, right?
Oh, we ready for that round too, baby. We don't get swept.
But I'm agreeing with you, kid. The Ravens, they peaking right now. Lamar gotta get one. He gotta get one.
Crazy. If we get past the Titans and we play the Chiefs, the two motherfuckers that keep knocking us out.
Lamar gotta get one in, and like I was talking to him earlier
to a Peyton type situation, and I'm like, Lamar ain't throwing 6,000 yards either. Like what are we doing here?
For like a
Hall
of Fame worthy playoff run if he did that.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore on this one. Lamar got to get one. And talking with him, this is the first time y'all gonna have Jimmy Smith, Calais. Like basically, this is the first time y'all healthy this whole year, the defense and everything. So
yeah,
I'm a rock with the Ravens. Y'all peaking at the right time and everything. Lamar just wanted to make them. Moving on, man. We got Chicago 8-8 team in the playoffs.
Sorry, don't say they record like that, bro.
The 8-8 Bears in the playoffs and the 7-9 Washington football teams in the playoffs. Wonder what conference they're in. I digress.
Don't worry about all that, bro.
Yo, why is our lowest 11-5 and y'all got some
Bro,
7-9?
Still, don't
blame
forget
Goodell for adding this extra ass team in the playoffs, bro. They wouldn't even been in the playoffs.
Y'all got some 7-9 shit.
Sir,
in the playoffs.
blame Goodell adding the 7th seed.
So you telling me? So AFC would have had 2 teams, and 11-5, and a 10-16 missed the
Wow,
playoffs.
the first time in years. Congratulations, guys.
Y'all got some 7-9 shit in the playoffs.
Congratulations, guys.
You got 7-9. What does 7-9 have to do with the extra playoff spot?
Don't worry about it. It'd be like that sometimes.
NFC trash. What wasn't the last 7-9 team the Seahawks too?
That's because we top heavy, baby. We just handle our business. That's all.
Yeah, no. How can y'all ain't win the Super Bowl? Then what?
That's any given Sunday. Anything happen.
All right, look at that.
Yeah, anything happen.
Chiefs are the best 2 teams.
Man, we got the Bears taking on the Saints. Kid, you know this game. This is your conference and everything. This could be Drew Brees' very last game if he loses this.
Bro,
what's up, kid? Who winning?
I want to pick the Bears, bro. I just feel like
why you want an easy week first final game?
I ain't got nothing to do. I'm not picking it as a Packer fan. I'm just saying, like, this matchup wise, look at the first time they played against each other. It was only 23-26. It was a pretty close game. The Bears, although y'all like to crack jokes about it, they got the front to frustrate Breeze. They can get back there. They can get to the quarterback. Unlike Rodgers, Breeze is, he's not mobile. So it might be easier for them to get to Breeze, which could make this game a lot closer than I think most people think it's going to be. Because they look at the best team in the league, put their hands on the Bears. Oh, Saints ain't gonna have that problem. Well, you can't look at that. You can't look at what the Packers did to the Bears. You gotta look at the matchups. And so, looking at the matchup, I'm going with the upset. This is the upset of the weekend right here.
Woo.
Bears over the Saints.
I agree with that.
There you go, Zilla.
Who's the Bears starting quarterback now? Is it still Foles?
Nah, it's Mitch. Mitch still back there.
Oh, Mitch back there. Damn. I really wanted the Bears to have Foles because I want to say if the Bears win, Foles beat Rodgers. I don't know you want to do anymore. But I think Breeze is on his farewell tour. They in New Orleans. You know how Saints fans are. They're gonna be complaining all that stuff. Win or lose, even if they win, they still gonna find something to complain about. And I think the Saints gonna win this game. It could be destiny. It could be this could be that Broncos 2015 run. Where Peyton he did get carried. And I'm not saying the defense is elite like the Broncos team, but it just could be like, the situation where it just seems like fate, storybook, and then Drew Brees goes off in the sunset. I got the Saints win this game, but the Bears, I just don't trust their offense really. Like, at least
that's
Washington,
the thing, man. That's really what it really is.
At least Washington can run the football with Gibson. Like the Bears, I don't trust them because their running back. I mean, I think it's Singletary. Was it Singletary or Montgomery? That's the running back.
Montgomery.
I'm thinking of Buffalo Singletary. Montgomery's the running back, and he's nice, but I just don't trust that offense, man. I really don't. The defense is, like you said, the front.
And it's crazy
pressure.
because they weapons is not bad.
Yeah, they have decent weapons. Allen Robinson, but Allen Robinson don't want to be there. Allen Robinson checked out already. He ain't trying to be there no more.
Yeah, that's true.
He done checked out. They had Cohen, but he's hurt. I mean, it's just the offense is so terrible. Like, I think the Saints have to win this game because the Saints defense is pretty good too. So I'm going to Saints in this one. Who you got, boy?
Boy, he done popped up out of here.
Oh, he done popped up out of here before we even got to his game. Dang, that's crazy.
I don't know what happened, boy. He probably popped back in.
Yeah, but moving on, man. We got the Browns taking on the Steelers. AFC North rivalry, round 3, and Browns head coach and another coach out with COVID. Offensive line and wide receiver out with COVID. So knock on wood, I should say. Hopefully that we don't have anybody else contract COVID for the rest of the playoffs, or just on Cleveland's sake too. But
yeah, bro, I don't want no holders, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know how the NFL would handle that situation if it's a holdup or something like that. But I mean, you got to go to the Steelers, right, kid?
I feel like the Steelers should win this game, man, just because of all the stuff that's going on with the Cleveland Browns, dog. But then again, you don't know what Steelers team gonna show up. So I'm gonna go with the Steelers though. I go with the safe pick. I go with the Steelers.
You know what? I'm going with the Cleveland Browns in this one. I'm going this is my upset of the week. And now it's really an upset, but I'm gonna go with Cleveland on this one. Baker, they're playing well, but they're running the football. And I think if they can run the football with Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and this is also contingency on who's out with COVID too, by the way. If like Jarvis Landry come back out with COVID and all these other people come out with COVID and they still play the game, I would say I would pick the Steelers. But as it's constructed right now, if they got Chubb, they got Hunt, the defense is solid. The Steelers, they haven't looked the best the past few weeks, and we don't know. And so I can't, all I'm thinking about is 3rd and 8, and you got to run an in route for the first down, and the receivers, they've known to have drops in the past, and they dropped the pass. That's all I'm thinking of. Running translates to the playoffs. Passing necessarily doesn't always too. So I'm going to go Cleveland on this one, and this is my upset of the week. Zilla, who you got?
I gotta just give it to the Steelers. Like they're the better team. They gotta show up. Them receivers gotta show up. If they lose, it's gonna be from them receivers dropping passes. But I still feel like that defense can stop the run and get to Baker.
Mm-hmm. So that's it for me. We can give our Clippers of the week.
Is there something to give out?
Lamar.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
He had 11 catches, 183 yards.
Bro, they forced fed him, bro. I ain't trying to do that, though.
He didn't get forced fed.
Well, he was getting shuffle passes, bro. I ain't trying to do that.
Oh, you talking about him trying to hit his son, being a good teammate, unlike Rodgers?
Bro, we got those situations. I couldn't tell you when that happened.
We got to talk about the rookie of the year in Minnesota.
I've been to that. The best rookie.
You talking about garbage time Jefferson?
What you mean, garbage time?
Here we go.
Here we go with this garbage time Jefferson, the best rookie receiver in the NFL, and he's the offensive rookie of the year. Ain't no, it's crazy. I want the same energy next year when you talk about these other numbers. Because, didn't you say that with Jameis? Evans has all these numbers, but all of it was garbage time.
Bro, I just want to know. I just need to know, bro. That's all.
In the words of him, at the end of the year, nobody cares if it was garbage time. Now they're gonna look at your numbers at the end of the day. How many of those numbers that T.O. got was garbage time numbers? Because his team.
Look, for a rookie, he did all right, man. You know what I'm saying? When he ain't
playing
the Packers.
All
right.
You know when Warren Alexander come down the hall. You know what time it is.
Receiving records.
Huh?
He broke rookie receiving records.
That's cool.
He got the NFL record for most.
Did he do that going against us?
Yes, he did.
No, he did.
Y'all was a part of it, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. Go look at him.
He wasn't on your schedule?
He wasn't on your schedule?
He wasn't on your schedule?
Bro, go ahead and look at his numbers against the Packers. Go ahead.
He played you twice in 16 games.
Oh, I'm about to pull that right now.
And Zilla, this is what he's going to do. He's going to talk about the first game, which was his first game in the NFL. Then he's going to talk about the next game where Dalvin Cook was running through the defense.
Dalvin Cook turned y'all into Swiss cheese.
Let's see. Justin Jefferson, last game, 26 yards.
How much did Dalvin Cook have?
26 yards.
How much did Dalvin Cook have?
Don't even worry about Dalvin Cook.
Oh, okay.
And you know what, Zilla, too? He said 26 yards, but it really should be like 70.
Yeah, Jefferson only had 52 yards against the Packers. Oh,
Jair was holding him against the Packers.
No, he wasn't,
without the pass interference. Do I need to bring the clip?
He got picked by his own player. He had to be covered.
And he held him.
That was a smart man. That was a smart play right there.
Oh, here we go. Everything's smart for y'all.
So was it smart by Jefferson to let Dalvin Cook eat?
Bro, he got picked by his own player, bro. He had to grab.
No, I'm talking about Jefferson. Jefferson could have complained and said, "How come I'm not getting involved?" But he's smart because he's like, "Dalvin Cook running all over the defense."
You know why he ain't had them yards against? Because it wasn't garbage time in that last game.
Oh, here we go.
Garbage time, Jefferson.
How many touchdowns did Thielen have?
Huh?
How many touchdowns did Thielen have?
Thielen ain't do nothing either. Not against Jair.
He had like 3 touchdowns, wasn't he?
That one on Jair, bro.
Nah, they ain't on Jair.
Nah,
versus the Packers.
Hold on. Shall I pull up the stat? Shall I show y'all the stat?
And the podcast.
Anyway, playoffs is here, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, which means, we only got like a few more weeks of this left. But each week we're gonna give it to y'all as we can. And with that being said, like I said, do appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure y'all check the everybody's links in the description below, as always. And with that being said, we out. We'll catch y'all next week.